how we are going to set up this game. H2O and the others ready to take this series. SINAG Pilipinas, being the underdogs that they are, they're ready to prove that they can beat a team with a caliber such as NXP Predator Solid. Let's head into the game.
Let's head into the game, guys. Yep. All right. So again, just to get a quick review or a quick preview of what will be the final heroes from both sides of this team, it will be of Kronos on this Harry. Meanwhile, onto the other side, it would be of the Claude on H2O. Oh my God, stream hero. I mean, people love seeing H2O play Claude, right?
Yeah. You don't really give out Claude this easy for the other team.
Yeah.
Like this is one of the funnel carries that if he has a smooth sailing 1 to 5 minute phase from minute 1 to minute 5, you just win.
Yeah. Alright.
That's how brain dead a Claude is at times.
That's a big word, That's a big word.
I'm not saying that it's an easy hero to use.
Okay,
but
yeah.
If you think
there's
about
a recipe.
it,
there's a
recipe. If you follow that recipe, it becomes braided, then you just win from that.
Yeah. but you know, there's still some heavy technicalities in playing Claude, especially for beginners. Like you need to get the proper timers on your Art of Thievery, right? On your Art of Thievery, and when you get the main stacks, you need to properly predict when to go in with your BMI and of course Blazing Duet combo.
I mean, at this stage, at this level of play, everyone gets that. So you really have to expect. But look at this Kronos. They're really playing with Yawi here, and then we're even going for the wraparound, but he didn't even get the knock-up as well. And onto the top lane, H2O as being the best. I don't know. It's probably one of the best players in the Philippines right now.
Yeah, Doggy is claiming it, and I observing H2O. I think that's a well-informed claim by Doggy. But look at that, still no first blood for this running game, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be the kite coming in from H2O, and also Chester Denver would have to flicker out of that. And meanwhile, you got Tiki as well on that Natalia, hovering around the brush. H2O tries to BMI in, maybe get the kite back, punishing Yukio Kazuki, and of course Yawi taking up some third hit. Still no casualty for this game, still no first blood.
Okay, so right now they're just gonna push out the lane. They need that extra control on the blue side here of SINAG Pilipinas. And Kronos and the others, they're just answering. They want the extra control for the violet buff or purple buff side of NXP Predator Solid as well. So both teams here, they really put a lot of emphasis in the purple buff purple buff, just because Harriet is reliant and Claude is much better with the purple buff.
Yes. So it's like when you deny something against the enemy team and you're able to put it on your own funnel, you further take the lead, right? You make the lead better in terms of the when you try to consider the gap between the two teams, and when you're trying to really establish your main funnel against the enemy funnel. That's the first blood though. That is a clear misposition there. Alright, we are back into the game, guys. Members of NXP Predator already started this turtle without any contention from SINAG Pilipinas. Is that fatigue that we are seeing from SINAG Pilipinas? This is the first time that an early turtle was not contested by this budding team.
H2O and the others having the comfort of a Claude on his hands, and it's a really strong hero. It just carries the team without question.
Yeah.
And look at this with this start, H2O, and this is it.
Yeah, so looking out of and that's the problem there. Chester is giving a lot of space for H2O here. He did BMI out, keeping his distance still. Some respect for Denver, and they have no idea where Tiki might be. But right now, you can feel the pressure here from the side of SINAG Pilipinas. But maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. That's a very well thought out pick by Denver against the Valley. And I think Chester overstayed his welcome there, underestimating the initiate capacity of Tiki and Denver.
You know what? Seeing how H2 is playing this hero, you would really see the amount of communication that this team is putting on for him. Like, he has always a sense of when the jungle monsters are up. He knows when the crab coin is up. So he always goes there. And look at this. He's gonna go up top. He's probably gonna take this first so that his stacks won't go down, and he's gonna take that next crab coin. That is a lot of communication that's happening on their side, and this is what sets the men from the boys. And the men here are going to be next play Predator, and they're gonna push this in. Cora here getting stuck. And look at that H2O taking a bit of damage from the turret, and they will get this blue, this purple buff. And wow,
hold that thought.
Control.
Here onto the side of the purple buff, ladies and gentlemen, forces the wild charge away from Korai. MB here initiates with the last insanity under the turret. He does know he can keep some good distance. Denver trying to also do it up against the members of NXP. It doesn't matter. Korai to the front line. Kronos has to kite back, activates his ultimate. Tiki into the back line as well. Will try to assassinate anyone? No. Silence is coming here from the Natalia. Yes, I agree with you, by the way, Butters, when you mentioned that this is what separates the boys from the men. If you've observed and if you've watched Doggy's YouTube channel, you'll be seeing how manly this next play Predator players is, especially with the matchmaking that Doggy is giving to them with Andrea Angeles, with Kim Solis.
Very manly.
The boys are becoming men. The boys are becoming men.
Yes. Boys to men. Boys to men.
Boys to men.
And they have pure control on the map, just like with the girls. Doggy being the coach of everything, a life coach. And look at this, Yukio Kazuki going in. It doesn't have enough items though. He's just gonna go down. Kiki can't really do anything. Denver kicking the hell out of Yaoi. Get away from me. And that is going to be the end of that skirmish.
Now, you may see guys, that the team fight here of SINAG Pilipinas is all over the place, but it's not like that. It is indeed all over the place. But what is the mistake by SINAG Pilipinas is they are now losing track of their firepower. Compared to the firepower, that next play Predator can burst against them. They're trying to penetrate on different points against the formation of next play Predator. It doesn't matter. H2O into the front line. Crazy guy that is. He doesn't care. He was able to greet the show using the blazing duet, and just like that, no answer from the other members of SINAG Pilipinas.
They're knocking onto the doors here for SINAG Pilipinas. Tiki will be the target here. He gets bit by the Chichu dog, and the Chichu dog is a bit tame. He didn't get the kill. He didn't get the kill.
Indeed. We have to be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Members of Next Play Predator already controlling this game with only just losing one turret, outer turret for the most part, and now they're taking siege. They're taking control on this inhibitor turret, this inhibitor turret push. I just want to mention that they have a lot of capacity to go for this inhibitor turret dive, especially with the Claude, especially with the John, especially with the Popol and Cupa. They can just continue pressuring SINAG Pilipinas.
This is one of the games where there is little to no chance for comeback. Like, the chance for comeback here is probably at 3% tops. Just because Claude is just way too good of a hero. And Munton, if you're hearing me, you probably want to nerf this hero, or give him a bit of a damage rescaling.
Yes, man. I mean, this had it actually. I'm not so sure what damage will be felt from the major and the main funnel, I think, of Team SINAG Pilipinas. Actually, Kronos tries to go for the dive with this Esmeralda. Denver into the front line. H2O will be bursted down by Tiki. At least they managed to get the tag, but at what cost? Maybe everything? No. Tiki here getting chased down by Yaoi. And also, Renegade went for the flicker in. At least that stops the push from the members of SINAG Pilipinas. We're able to tag H2O. Now, this is one clear message of the dynamic of this game. H2O has a lot of firepower, but in terms of defensive capacity, H2O can still be killed. H2O is still squishy.
And Kronos. Oh, that was a two-man knockup. Wow, what a play here coming out from this team. Yaoi and the others.
Oh no.
Away. Renji, wow.
Okay, he was able to get a slow on that part. I think with that jungle spell. I'm starting to forget about the jungle spell. What is the jungle spell? I came from the Alpha universe eh.
Retribution.
Retribution. Sorry guys. Alright, so anyway, Claude is using the retribution just to get a slowdown.
You know what? If you say the Alpha Universe's jungle skill,
career over.
You're hitting two birds with one stone.
Why?
Because that's another game as well.
yeah. That's 2 games, yeah. Anyway, guys, look at that. Members of SINAG Pilipinas able to actually walk out of their own base just because H2O got caught on the top lane. So that's how big the contribution of this guy is for the members of NXP. Indeed, water is important.
I don't know, Shin. Probably the most important thing in the map right now is the Lord. It is the most important part of the map. I don't really think that there's any more anything that can save SINAG right now from losing this game. But if there is, but if there is, it's probably Tiki taking down H2O time and time again. Denver gets caught out. Denver here will probably get away. H2O will get sniped.
Actually curious about that one. Wow, Tiki, ladies and gentlemen, Tiki against H2O. And that's gonna be the Talia doing its job. That is another major loss for the members again of NXP Predator Solid. You have to remember that their main damage source can only be MB, H2O as well, but that is far out. That the H2O's damage is very far compared to the other members here of Team NXP Predator. Yukio Kazuki move forward with their truncheon coming in from Chester, tries to push back, gets greeted here by the last insanity on Yukio Kazuki. He has enough shield. No, it won't be. He is converted to 200 gold by the export.
And 200 gold he will be. Kronos here using that Zaman Force. I haven't casted a Harith game in quite some time. Zaman Force, it feels kind of foreign now. If you think about it. If you say Zaman Force, it doesn't feel natural anymore.
Doesn't feel natural anymore. I mean, you have to take note that the Harith has left the meta for quite some time. Look at the graph here. You can actually see the bulge there onto the red side, onto the members of Team NXP Predator. That is a clear signal that the gold is now moving closer onto the equilibrium, the white line, and closer to the side of SINAG Pilipinas. Now, NXP Predator, and not joking around, it's already almost a quarter to 1 a.m. ladies and gentlemen, and we need to finish this game in a clean manner. Let's see here. Tiki tries to push forward. He tries to gamble, at least get a steal onto the Lord. Gets chased down by MB. H2 as well. It's just gonna go for the trap, and I think they will fall back. Next play wants to finish this one clean now, in a clean manner.
They're not gonna risk anything. That is a very good decision coming up from them. They're not gonna force out anything. They're just gonna play this straightforward. Wait for the Lord, push with the Lord, and walk with the Lord.
Walk with and lead with the Lord, man.
Lead with the Lord, lead me Lord.
Lead me Lord. Alright, let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. 8-12 for the game as the Lord is now knocking into the invisible door here in the mid lane of Team SINAG Pilipinas, whereas the rest of the members of NXP Predator will be pushing forward the inhibitor turret up top as they dish out SINAG Pilipinas. That is destroy the Lord. Last insanity again for MB, gets the burst under the Cho. There's enough minion wave though, and still H2O will just go for the cat back against Yukio Kuzuki. Tiki into the back line. He will be subdued by the members here of NXP Predator. Again, that's going to be Korai destroyed as well. Only 2 members remaining for the side of the members here of SINAG Pilipinas. He does what he can. H2O still alive along with Yawin. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. In a very clean, in a very well fought game number 3, NXP Predator beats SINAG Pilipinas.
Victor!